Hey, good evening, folks. What's going on? Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, in this video, I wanted to give a preview of both the upcoming Goddesses of Stardom Tag League as well as the starting tomorrow tournament for the IWGP World Television Championship that just was created. So we're going to be talking about both of those big, huge events in this video. So first, we're going to start off since the IWGP World Television title tournament is starting tomorrow. We're going to save that for last. We're going to start off with Stardom and preview the Goddesses of Stardom Tag League. Now, for this year's tournament, it is going to last it starts October 23rd and it will last all the way to December 4th. December 4th will be the finals. And this is going to be done pretty much kind of like how the 5-Star Grand Prix was done, just with tag teams this time. But the big thing about this is we're going to have 16 total teams this year. So this is pretty much the biggest tag league event, I believe, in Stardom history. I don't believe they've ever had 16 teams. So this is big. This is really, really big. So, of course, it's going to split into two sections, a blue goddess block and a red goddess block. So 16 teams total, 8 for both blocks. So, just a recap of the teams. For the Blue Goddess block, we have last year's winners, Hazuki and Koguma, known as Fukuoka Double Crazy. We have Hanan and Sayaida, forming Wing Gory. We have Kawild Venus, which is Saki and Mina Shirakawa. We have O2 line, which is Miyu Amasaki and Azumi. We have Mai Hime, which is Maika and Himeka. We have BMI 2000, which is Natsuko Tora making her return, teaming up with Ruoka. We have the Neo Stardom Army, which is Nanae Takahashi and Yu. And the New Eras, which is Mirai and Amisore. So those are your 8 teams for the Blue Goddess block. The Red Goddess block, you have Peach Star Rock, which is Mayu Iwatani and Momokogo. You have Karate Brave, which is Shuri and Tomoka Inaba, newest member of God's Eye. You have Meltear, which is Tam Nakano and Natsupoi, the current Goddess of Stardom champions. You have Aphrodite, which is Utami Hayashishita and Saya Kamitani, former Goddess of Stardom champs. You have Mafia Bella, which is Julia and Thekla. You have I Love Higashi, Higashi's Po, which I believe is I Love Sports. I forgot what the name of it was, but it's Saki Kashima and Fukiken Def. You have Black Desire, Momo Watanabe, Starlight Kid. And you have My Fair Lady, the team of Mai Sakurai and Lady C. Now, looking at these teams, I mean, this is a loaded squad. I mean, looking at the Blue Goddess block, I mean, you know, Fukuoka Double Crazy, they won this tournament last year and eventually became 2-time Goddess of Stardom tag team champs. Um, Wing Gory, which I believe they've teamed up in last year's. Yeah, actually, they teamed up in last year's. Um, or actually, no, they didn't. Actually, Hanan teamed up with her sister last year. That's right. Because I forgot, Saya Ida was out with an injury, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she was out with a torn ACL, if I remember correctly. So, Hanan and Saya Ida, I feel like that's kind of a weak team, personally. Kawao Venus, Mina Shirakawa, and Saki. That could be an interesting team. That could actually do some damage, possibly. I mean, Mina Shirakawa has improved greatly and has come out in a big way since some of her impressive victories in the 5-star Grand Prix. O2 line, Azumi and Miyu Amasaki, uh, kind of at a disadvantage. I mean, Miyu Amasaki just really, another rookie that Azumi pretty much has to lead the way. So, it's going to be tough for them. Maika and Himeka, strong team. BMI 2000, Natsuko Tora and Ruoka. I mean, we'll have to see how Natsuko Tora does. She's returning, participating in this tournament. I mean, she could end up doing some damage. The Neo Stardom Army, Nane Takahashi and Yu, another strong team. And the new eras, Mirai and Amisore, which is a pretty strong team. So honestly, this is going to be tough. I mean, Fukuoka Double Crazy has a good shot. I mean, they won it last year. I could see Fukuoka Double Crazy, Kawild Venus, Mai Hime, potentially BMI 2000, Neo Stardom Army, and the New Eras. I could see either of those 6 teams winning the Blue Goddess block. I think either of those 6 teams. And then the Red Goddess block. You have Peach Star Rock, which Mayu Iwatani Momokogo. That's gonna be tough for them. I mean, they got Mayu, but Momokogo's been kind of, which I love Momokogo. I hope this team can do pretty well. I mean, Mayu Iwatani's very strong, just kind of like O2 line. Azumi is very strong, so we'll see what happens. Karate Brave, I think, could be a strong team. Shuri and Tomoka Inaba, I think that can be a really strong team that can do some damage. Meltier, which Tam Nakano Natsupoi, they're the current Goddess of Stardom tag team champs, so of course they're a strong team. Aphrodite, another strong team. Utami Hayashishita and Saya Kamatani, they're going to be a tough team. Mafia Bella, Julia and Thekla, that's going to be a tough team. Saki Kashima and Fukiken Death, honestly, it's a much tougher team than you may think, because both of those ladies are really sneaky and know how to get quick pins and end a match early. So don't sleep on I Love Higashi Spo. Black Desire, Momo Watanabe, Starlight Kid, another former Goddess of Stardom tag team champs. My Fair Lady, Mai Sakurai, and Lady C, they're probably the equivalent to Hanan and Saya Ida in the Blue Goddess block. So, so both blocks have a list of strong teams, and then the one weak team, and like maybe 1 or 2 sleepers. But for the Red Goddess block, Red Goddess block is pretty stacked. I could see either Karate Brave, Meltier, Aphrodite, Mafia Bella, I Love Higashi Spo, Black Desire. I think either of those 6 teams are very capable of making it out of the Red Goddess block. But it is hard to predict who makes it to the finals for both sides, because both sides has some really strong teams. But the interesting thing about this tournament, this Goddesses of Stardom league, tag league, I mean, Momo Watanabe has won it twice. Once with Azumi and once with Utami Hayashishita. Let's see. So former winners that are still active. Which Kairi won it twice. Once with Nanae Takahashi and once with Yoko Bito. Momo Watanabe has won it twice. Once with Azumi, once with Utami Hayashishita. Tam Nakano has won this once. And of course, last year's winners were Hazuki and Koguma of Fukuoka Double Crazy. So, oh yeah, I forgot that B Presley and Kelly Klein won this tournament. That's right, in 2017, they sure did. Wow, I totally forgot about that. But the only ladies in Stardom history that have won this tournament twice are Kairi, Momo Watanabe, and Yoko Bito. Those are the only 3 ladies that have won this tournament twice. So, just fun fact there. But yeah. And of course, Yoko Bito and Yuzuki Aikawa were the first winners back in 2011. But yeah, y'all. It'll be interesting to see who wins this tournament. But it starts the 23rd of October, and the finals will be on December 4th. So let's see, October 23rd. What day is that on? That is 2 Sundays from now. So not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. And then December 4th, that is on a Sunday as well. So yeah. October 23rd is when the tournament starts. The finals will be on December 4th. So mark it down on your calendars. Should be an exciting tournament. I am looking forward to it. Okay, let's switch gears to New Japan Pro Wrestling and let's talk the IWGP World Television Championship Tournament. So this tournament is actually starting tomorrow, October 14th. And the finals will actually be at Wrestle Kingdom. So the finals takes place at Wrestle Kingdom on January 4th. And like I said, I talked a little bit about the belt in the last Pro Wrestling Talk. I thought it was trash. I think it's a trash looking belt. But looking at this bracket, so it's a 16-man tournament, and to be honest, the whole idea of this supposed to be featuring the younger talent and the more like faster pace. Looking at these competitors makes it hard to believe. So the competitors for this tournament are David Finley, Yoshinobu Kanamaru, Alex Zane, Zack Sabre Jr., Yoshihashi, Jeff Cobb, Aaron Hanare, Evil, Sonata, Taichi, Hiroki Goto, Kenta, Rita, Tomohiro Ishii, Toru Yano, and the Great Okan. Uh, Young talent. I think Rita might be the main young talent in this tournament. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the description of what they were going for with this tournament was very misleading. Very misleading. I mean, I'm not complaining about the competitors. I mean, I think it's going to be a good tournament either way. It's just the description behind it was very misleading. Very misleading. But here we go. Let's look at these matchups. Let's look at these matchups. So we have David Finley versus Yoshinobu Kanamaru. I'm thinking David Finley will probably win that. We got Alex Zane versus Zack Sabre Jr. That actually should be really interesting. That should be a really interesting match. I could see Alex Zane pull an upset, but I think Zack Sabre Jr. will probably get it. We have Yoshihashi versus Jeff Cobb. Probably Jeff Cobb. Aaron Hanare versus Evil. As much as I would like to see Aaron Hanare win, I think Evil will end up winning because you know he's going to cheat. Sonata versus Taichi. Now that should be really good. That should be really, really good. That could go either way. That could go either way. I'm going to say Sonata. Hiroki Goto versus Kenta. That's going to be really, really good. That might be the best match of the first round. And that one could go either way either. Or that could go either way as well, I meant to say. Kenta or Hiroki Goto? I like both. I really like both. So, I'm going to stay neutral on that. I'm going to stay neutral on that one. Because I really, really like both. I really like both. We have Rita versus Tomohiro Ishii. What? Oh, jeez. But you know what? If the whole idea is they want a young talent to win this title, then Rita maybe somehow, some way might actually upset the Stone Pitbull. But I don't know. I feel it's probably wishful thinking. But we'll see. We'll see. And then Toru Yano versus the Great Okan, which, as much as I hate to say it, I could see Toru Yano advancing. As much as I hate to say it. But yeah, so it starts tomorrow as part of the Battle Autumn Tour. So check this out. There's some specific rules here. So all matches will be 15-minute time limit. There's no buys in this tournament, so nobody will get a buy. If a match goes the 15-minute distance, the decisions will be made via a coin toss. Really? A coin toss? Ugh. I hope none of these matches come down to a coin toss, because that's going to be so freaking stupid. The only way for a wrestler to control their fate is to try to pick up the win as fast as possible. I mean, yeah. That's the whole point they're emphasizing. Only 15-minute time limit, fast-paced matches, so I don't know how I feel about that, but, I mean, it's a new championship being introduced, so, I mean, I guess that's cool. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. Who do I think is going to win this championship? Now, that I have no idea, to be honest with you. I have no idea. I think I got to wait until the tournament gets further along before I make my decision, because I couldn't tell you From the 16 men we have, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. But yeah, that's your NJPW World TV Title Tournament. Um, the belt is ugly, but we'll see how this tournament goes. This should be really interesting. But let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What do you think about the upcoming Goddesses of Stardom Tag League? What do you think of the 16 teams? What teams do you think will make it out of the blue goddess block and the red goddess block? Ultimately, what team do you think will win it? Also, what are your thoughts on the competitors, the 16 competitors named for the IWGP World Television Championship tournament? Who do you think is going to win? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this content. And we will see y'all soon for another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend coming up, and I will see you on the next video. Salute.